That is enough said.
Happy Taco Tuesday, Heat Nation. Your boy Ernest here, back with another Miami Heat Talk video. Would really appreciate if you guys could like the video, subscribe to the channel as we've moved to 5,000 subscribers. Now, let's rock and roll on another Miami Heat Talk adventure, because few topics I want to talk to you guys today about. As we know from the video yesterday that I posted, Miami Heat have re-signed Haywood Highsmith. You got 14 players under standard contracts. This is pretty much the Miami Heat's team. You know, there haven't really been a lot of additions this offseason. We've only signed Alec Burks. You lose Caleb Martin. You re-signed Kevin Love. Josh Richardson re-signed. You re-signed Thomas Bryant. So you're running it back again. The three beautiful words that Miami Heat fans can't stand. The Miami Heat are running it back with this roster. This is the team. Now, you also drafted Kel'el Ware. You also drafted Pelle Larsson. So you're looking for those two guys to possibly step up and fill in shoes. But there was a report today by Scoop B. Robinson. Scoop B. Robinson is a journalist with the NBA. He posted something that raised people's attentions. Twitter world went a little bit bonkers about this one, and it's kind of somebody we've mentioned before, but I want to bring it up here. This was a post by Scoop B. Robinson, and I quote, "Per a New Orleans Pelicans source, teams have registered interest in Brandon Ingram, including the San Antonio Spurs, the Miami Heat, the Portland Trail Blazers. Offers for Brandon Ingram haven't really been up to par and what they really want," end quote. So here we are again. This has been ongoing for seasons now. The Miami Heat strike out on a player, rumors come up on another player, we strike out on that player. So, do I think these rumors have any meaning? Hell no. In my opinion, you guys, Miami Heat are not going to make a trade. Like, we've done this with Donovan Mitchell. We've done this with DeMar DeRozan. We did it last year with Damian Lillard. We've done it seasons prior with Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, James Harden. I say let's just stop right now. Unless there's literal reports from guys like Barry Jackson, Anthony Chang, Ira Winderman, Ethan Skolnick, I'm not going to take this seriously. I'm done. I'm done. Because you know what, you guys? I'm going to accept what's in front of me. Because at the end of the day, I'm not going to get upset. I'm not going to get angry. There's no point. You guys know here at Miami Heat Talk, we don't preach negativity. We preach positivity, because I just don't feel there's no reason in being pessimistic. If I felt that this Miami Heat team truly sucked, believe me, you guys, I'd say it. I'd say blow up the team, build around Bam, Jaime, Jovic, and Kel'el Ware, see what you can do in the future, and maybe you can add a star in a year or two. I've said this before. It's okay to have a few silver years if you can get another gold year and put another year on this banner. In the Jimmy Butler era, we've had some gold years. Not really gold because you didn't win a championship, but hey, making it to a championship I think is great. You overachieved. But now that you've overachieved, the goal is to win a championship. I'm not looking at this 2025 season and looking at it as like it's a mid-year. No, because I don't think this Miami Heat team is mid-team. Look at what the hell we did last year. I understand. We lost the play-in tournament. Jimmy got hurt. Rozier got hurt. But think about this, you guys. Last season, the Miami Heat were 10 games over 500. We had a whopping 37 different starting lineups in the NBA. We were tied with top 5. The other 4 teams that were up there were all tanking teams. So the Miami Heat had 37 different starting lineups. We were still a playoff team, and we still finished over 500. So that should tell you right there that this Miami Heat roster, when healthy, is going to be good. The problem with this team is they're never healthy. So at this point, I understand what Miami Heat fans are thinking. You look at this running it back situation and you're like, bro, you're going with Bam, Jimmy, and Tyler again? Yes, Heat fans, because the Heat don't have any other choice. You're not going to trade Bam. You're not going to trade Jimmy. Jimmy's your guy. The only guy that you can trade on this team is the third guy, Tyler Hero. You don't want to trade Terry Rozier because you just let go of an unprotected 2027 first-round pick to get him. So if you're going to trade someone, it's going to be either Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson, maybe both. Trading for Brandon Ingram, you guys, that's going to be difficult. The Miami Heat are literally $2 million under the second apron. So that means being a first apron team right under the second apron, you literally can't take back more money than you're sending away. Tyler Hero makes $29 million. Brandon Ingram makes around $37 million next year. Doesn't work. That trade puts you as a second apron team. You can become a second apron team for Brandon Ingram, but now you're going to completely cap yourself. It'll only be for next year because Jimmy's numbers get off your book the season after. So yeah, maybe if you can do a trade for Tyler Hero for Brandon Ingram, throw in a little piece to make the numbers work, try to get yourself under that second apron line, you can maybe make it work. Remember, we have Andy Ellisberg. He's the best numbers guy in the NBA. If anybody can figure out a Brandon Ingram trade, it's Andy Ellisberg. But do I think the Miami Heat are actually going to make that trade? No. I think Brandon Ingram, the chance of Brandon Ingram coming to this Miami Heat team, 5% chance. And that's me being nice. So what do I want to talk about today? What can we actually control? This team. Let's get a little bit positive for this roster, you guys. And I understand people are going to be in my comments. They're going to call me deluded. They're going to say that this team is a mid team. They're going to say that this team is a play-in team at best. And you know what? You're probably right. But I will say this. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. And look, my boy Anthony DiNardo called me, said I was coming up with tomfoolery stuff. I know he was joking around, but at the end of the day, I know it doesn't look right because of what happened in 2024. But remember, you guys, in 2023, when Jimmy Butler was actually healthy, he showed what he can do when he carries this team. So when you go to the playoffs, if you have Tyler Hero, Terry Rozier, Bam Adebayo fully healthy, you get Jaime Jaquez, Nikola Jovic, Haywood Highsmith to do their thing. You also drafted Kel'el Ware, excuse me. You got Kevin Love with his veteran presence. You got Duncan Robinson, who's evolved his game. You have guys that are going to help, and you have a team that is good enough to contend. We just need this team to be healthy. But one thing that we have a difference, one big difference that we have this time, you guys, and one thing that I'm blown away that Heat fans aren't constantly talking about, we finally fixed one issue that we have, and that was size. Kel'el Ware is going to be a lot better on this team than I think we think of. Let's not forget what the Miami Heat has done with draft picks the last few years. Drafting guys like Bam Adebayo, Tyler Hero, Jaime Jaquez, Nikola Jovic. One guy we drafted was Precious Achiuwa back in 2020. Remember, Baby Bam, as I used to call him. That guy could have been productive on this team as well if we didn't trade him for Kyle Lowry. Kel'el Ware on this team, you guys, I see him in summer leagues. I see him dominating the paint. I see him scoring at will. I see his beautiful finesse jump shot that he has, a silky three-point shot, can block shots down low, something we haven't had in years. We've never had in the Bam Adebayo build. I mean, we had Hassan Whiteside with him, but that didn't work. By the time Bam got here, Hassan Whiteside started depleting because of his mental problems. Not to say that not to say that that's serious or not, but you know what I mean? Hassan wasn't really playing to that level when Bam was here. Now Bam has an opportunity to not only play with a 5 that can defend, but can play the 5 that's actually perfect for Bam. And that's one thing I'm not thinking that a lot of us are seeing. Kel'el Ware is not that typical 7-foot center. He's a 3-and-D center. That's very rare in the NBA. I look at him out there, you guys, and his game is kind of similar to Victor Wembanyama. He's not as great as Victor Wembanyama, but you never know what can happen. This dude's a stretch 5, can make the three-point shot, he can control the ball on his own, he can create on his own, and defensively, he's a beast. I don't think we're giving this Miami Heat front office enough credit for the draft steal that they made. Kel'el Ware can help you. Kel'el Ware can not only help you during the season, but also in the playoffs as well, you guys. He averaged 16 points a game, 10 rebounds, 2 blocked shots, 43% from the three-point line in college. That's going to help you. Putting him on this roster with Eric Spoelstra, if he can gain up about like 10 to 15 pounds in size for the regular season, I think that this guy can really be that help for this Miami Heat team. So if you ask me, If this Miami team is fully healthy, I think we can contend in the East. Is a trade needed? Guys, remember, all these moves that we made, we kept ourselves under the second apron. The Miami Heat ran it back, but kept themselves with some flexibility if they're looking to make a trade. You have two contracts that are tradable. Tyler Hero and Duncan Robinson. So if a certain star becomes available, if a certain disgruntled star becomes available, the Miami Heat are not a second apron team. So they can attack and make a trade. You also have assets like Jaime Jaquez Jr., Nikola Jovic, future first-round draft picks, Kel'el Ware. I'm not saying I want to trade any of them. I'm saying we do have assets. So let me know what you think, Heat fans. Do you think this Brandon Ingram rumor carries every merit, or do you think like me? It's just noise. What do you guys think about this current roster? Realistically, if this roster is healthy, Jimmy Butler playing on the final year of his contract, Tyler Hero putting up with all this injury crap, Terry Rozier coming back for a fully healthy season, with all these dogs with them, what do you think are our chances next year? Do you think we can contend with the East? Or are we destined for another play-in? Let me know in the comments what you think, you guys. Don't forget to like the video. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel as we push to 5,000 subscribers. Thank y'all so much for riding with me. Y'all the real ones. Appreciate the love. Until next time, your boy Ernest out. That's enough said. Let's go Heat. Yeah, buddy.